Avi Meyer's Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. And the political season is starting a little earlier than I thought. Sean Tenner gave me a replacement guest last minute. Our original guest canceled real late in the ball game. And he had given me another list, and I didn't know that this guy was political at all. I know he was with some organization that sounded interesting. So I'd like to introduce you to a candidate for the clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County, Jacob Meister. Jacob, how you doing?
Thank you. Very good. Very good.
First of all, pleasure meeting you.
You too. Well, we've been Facebook friends, but
right,
I guess now it's in person.
Definitely. That's a whole different ballgame. So tell us why you're running and what you want to accomplish.
Well, I've been practicing in the Circuit Court of Cook County as a lawyer for 25 years, and I'm here to report that the systems in the clerk of the Circuit Court's office are broken, and they've got real-life consequences that I experience every day as a lawyer practicing, and they affect people, whether they're a part of the criminal justice system, whether it's part of the, divorces or child custody, people like myself, lawyers, and it's time to bring the clerk of the Circuit Court into the 21st century. They still work with carbon paper. It's still a paper-based system. The rest of the world and lots of other courts that I've practiced in around the country have moved paperless, and it's time for our clerk's office to move paperless. We've got a lot of judges whose jobs are hampered as a result of the inefficiencies of the clerk's office. There's a customer service problem, which is almost epidemic, and makes the clerk's office very difficult to deal with. So as a lawyer, I've been encouraged to do it by a lot of judges, lots of lawyers, and just based on my own experience.
No, and by the way, I want to mention too that the person who referred me to you is Sean Tenner, who is one of my favorite people in politics and my personal favorite campaign manager.
He's very good. And
he actually broke legendary ground here in the sub-circuit. I mean, he did a strategy no one else had ever employed before, but this is about you, not him.
He's a great guy. He is an excellent guy.
Definitely. So you're running a county-wide race. That is not exactly a small thing to tackle.
Well, it is. It's a huge county. I mean, I think I don't know exactly what the statistic is, but I think there's 20 states that are smaller than Cook County. There's 5.3 million, 5.25 million people.
Well, by the way,
you got
it's something like
1,000,000
of the size of Israel before the 67 borders.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. And so it's the size of a lot of states, and so it's a very diverse population.
We have much more populace.
Correct. Correct. I mean, I'm saying size in terms of population. It's
yeah, not to mention this is either the first or second largest court system in the
second largest in the world.
Yeah,
and it's got over 400 judges. It's got courthouses all over the county. And it does a lot of important work. There's 128, I believe, municipalities that are served by the court system, which means that we have police officers who are spending lots and lots of time from every municipality in court. I mean, I'm told that because of the inefficiencies in the way the court system works, there's not good interface between our municipalities. Court system that wastes lots and lots and lots of police officer time. I'm told we could probably, through efficiencies, save as much as 20 to 25% of that police officer time, which means in the city of Chicago, that would be an extra 200 police officers on the street if we just get smart and use technology to its fullest.
There are actually, in being a member of we haven't really talked before about this, or actually before today, but I'm a member of the District Advisory Committee here. Sonny Hirsch is the chairman. We're both beat facilitators. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of cops that, because of the time they'll waste in court, think twice before they actually want to haul somebody in.
Right.
It's a deterrent.
It's a big waste of time for our officers in the court. It's important for them to be in court, but we have to be mindful of the fact that the clerk of court is there to serve everyone in the county, including all of our municipalities, including the police departments. I think the best clerk of courts is the one that you see, but you never hear about. That means the clerk's doing their job. Justice is being administered evenly, efficiently. We were talking a little bit before we went on air about Jesse White's office, and I think Jesse White, is a perfect example of a guardian of the public dollar, where he's created efficiencies in how that office operates. I was just myself a few weeks ago over at the Secretary of State's office, and everybody feels like, oh no, here I go. I'm going to spend an hour waiting in line, and it's going to be a nightmare to have to deal with. He has taken that office and made it streamlined to the point where you can be in and out in 10 minutes. It's a pleasant experience. People are really nice. You know exactly where you're supposed to go. You're in and out in no time, and that's respectful of the people.
No, he is, and he happens to be a great guy, too.
He is. He is.
So, no, he's a frequent guest on the show, and anyway, he's the first guy to ever do a Marty Levinson, which you'll get to do the next time you're on the show.
I look forward to the scissors.
So, definitely. The scissors is here. We're just not doing Marty Levinsons today. We've got problems with our main drive. It's being fixed up. We're doing data recovery on the drive that's got all the Marty Levinsons.
Okay.
So, it happens. Sorry, Marty. Okay.
Click. I'll just...
Yeah, two and a half minutes. Tell us.
Yeah, so I've been traveling all over the county, and getting back to your original question, yeah, it's a huge county. I mean, it's very diverse. I mean, all the way from Lake Cook Road down to Indiana, and the court systems are used by people in a lot of different ways. I, as a lawyer, see it every single day. The people who have the greatest tragedy are those probably who have very infrequent contact with the court system, where it usually involves tragedy in life. It involves foreclosure, it involves eviction, it involves, run-in with the criminal justice system. We've got untold number of people who aren't as sophisticated as me as a lawyer, who end up getting ground up in the system because the clerk's office isn't serving the needs.
So you're saying you basically have to know how to navigate it, or you're really out of luck.
Yeah, I mean, it's a seasoned lawyer. Dorothy Brown, who's the current office holder, has never practiced law. She got her law degree a few years before she became clerk. It's important, and it's important for this office to be manned by somebody who knows how to navigate the system, knows where the problems are, knows how to implement systems that are up to date, a paperless system that is going to meet the 21st century.
And you're talking, like we said earlier, it's 1,800 employees.
Yeah,
which is a big deal.
Right. It's a big workforce. You need a lot of people because of the number of courthouses. I mean, you've got courthouses all over the place. You've got huge depositories of records that go back, a century.
There's buildings full of them.
You're right, but we can go paperless. We can take that, and we can. My feeling is that when there were budget cutbacks in the clerk's office, we should have implemented efficiencies and not done things like shut down the help desks. And we should have streamlined processes. When you go into the clerk's office, there's a lot that can be done to do more with less.
She's actually the longest-serving clerk of my lifetime, I think, and one of the longest-serving. She's been there quite a while, so.
Looks like we're hitting time, but I just want to let people know. Yeah, I want to let people know. Go on the web, www.jacobmeister.com, JACOBMEISTER.com.
And you can find all about his campaign, and if you want to help out and all the rest of it, I'm sure he'd be very appreciative.
Absolutely.
And it's great meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you again during the campaign.
Thank you.
Good luck. I want to thank you very much, Sonny Hirsch, and see you later, everybody.